How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be giving you guys an SUU tour, real experience. There's no school today because it's President's Day. Okay guys, so this statue right here is one of my favorite, maybe might be my favorite statue on campus. If I can look guys, it's a T-bird flying above campus. We see those a lot here, at least I see them a lot. You can see it in the distance. I'm just gonna get it right there. Alright guys, we are entering the event center now. This is where we play all of our This here is the library. It's like one of the coolest design libraries I've ever seen. I'm not gonna go in there though. People are studying, but this is the library outside. Alright, you guys, this is the football field here at SUU, and I believe so much for coming on this tour with me at the great SUU, Southern Utah University. I filmed all the main parts of campus. I didn't film everything on guys, what's up? It's Connor and Riley.
Both wearing red again.
Yep, wearing SUU red. He's wearing Jazz.
Yeah, too bad they didn't do so well.
But yeah, I am here. We are here back in Cedar. Actually, this is Riley's first time in a while being in Cedar.
I will be back though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to convince him today to come to SUU in the future. Not this fall, but sometime in the future. So we're gonna go on a little SUU tour, and yeah,
that's right.
Here we go. All right, so you can film it up there too.
All right.
This is the PE building. This is the PE building. This is where you go and you work out, get your fit in, I guess. Here. But yeah, I don't know if I can go inside. But yeah, they have a rock climbing wall in there, a swimming pool, basketball courts, pickleball courts over there.
You got all the good stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, it's the PE building.
Sweet. Pause it.
Yep. Crossing the path with Riley. Yep, we're crossing it, going on campus. Let's go. Heck yeah to the yeah. Alright, this building right here is the Big C of the School of Business. This is the business building. And what the business building is there's a lot of classrooms in here. I had a couple classrooms in here. I had English in here, and I can't remember the other class.
Yeah.
This is the business building. They have events in here throughout the year, I guess. So yeah, that's the business building. Alright, this is the nest. It's not a nest, but they call it the nest. It's a student help center. It's where students all over SUU help with anything in need, like homework or maybe financially or socially, whatever.
That's cool.
It's a nest.
The nest.
We're inside the student center, and this right here is one of the more famous parts on campus for at least photos. Everyone likes to get a photo. Here's a tradition, and you do this with your hands, and wings. But yeah, and then if you want to film over here too, it's like a little chill area. You can like eat lunch right here or whatever, just hang out. And over here you have Xbox and PlayStation 4, just where you can like play games with people on these TVs. Sit down. And
oh, cool.
Ping pong over there. That's where I got my interview for being on the SPE, and that door right there in the glass windows. And yeah, so there you go.
That's cool.
Guys, this is the Thunder 91.1 right here. That's where like the radio and stuff are. I've been in there once, but it's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is Chick-fil-A, probably the most famous spot on campus. But yeah, it's closed right now, as you can see. But I come there at least 3-4 times a week. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's Riley. But yeah, this is where you can come and eat lunch, do all this fun stuff. And here's another like hangout place. There's a statue. That's the ballroom over there. That's where the testing was for COVID this last school year. But yeah. Alright guys, this is the bookstore. This is my favorite spot on campus. This is where you can get stuff like this, hats, socks,
Heck yeah.
stuff like that, all in the bookstore. If you want to record closer.
Okay.
So they have all kinds of stuff you get. They have nice cups, nice stuffed animals, stuff like that. A lot more nicer stuff are in the back there. But yeah, that's the bookstore. Alright.
The bookstore. Okay.
Alright guys, this is where the madness happens at SUU. So this is the basketball arena right here. This is where our men's basketball team, women's basketball team, our volleyball team, gymnastics team. This is where we all play right here. This is where it all happens. And the students section is like right here, these 2 rows, and all across on the other side from the back of the hoop. But
that's
yeah,
cool.
you have 2 jerseys hanging up right there, and Hall of Fame jerseys at SUU.
That's dope.
And yeah,
Those are the jerseys.
and our basketball team is going to make the NCAA tournament this year, so let's go. Yep, guys, this is the basketball court, and I'm on the court. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be on the court, but this is the basketball court. Yep. This is our soccer field right here. This is where our women's team plays our soccer games. You can see the soccer net right there and over there. But this is where our soccer team plays.
Sit out like chairs right there.
Yeah, this is where we sit, like right here. Like you sit up chairs or blankets and just watch, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
It's free.
Yep. Right, guys, this is our baseball. Well, we don't have a baseball team, so this is our softball field right here. It's where you sit down and then you just watch them play. Yep, that's our softball field. It's not that big, but it's all right. All right, go.
Okay.
All right, this is the football field here at SUU. As you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see that good, but it's the football field, and there's a few people on the field.
If you can see him, I don't know.
Yeah, it's right next to the softball field and the soccer field. But yep, this is our football field. It's so fun. Yep. So this is one of many statues here at SUU. This was way back in 1897, I believe. And they're traveling in the snow. I think it has more information about it in the front here. Yep, the founding of Southern Utah University, that's what I thought. And this is the whole information about it, but yeah. That's it. Go.
Okay.
This is the library. It's probably the coolest looking building on campus. I don't think it's open right now. If it is, people are studying in there for summer classes, but
Right.
yeah, this is the library. I thought it looked like a nest a little bit, but there's some alien ship or whatever. But
Yeah. Kind of looks like the alien ship,
yeah,
but
there's-
cool at the same time.
That's the library. Alright.
Yep. Okay.
Alright guys, this is the bell tower. This is the most famous part of campus at SUU. And you cannot go under it. You can only go under it twice your whole time here at SUU. Your first day of being a freshman, you go under it. And your last day of being a senior, when you graduate, you go under it. And that's it. So I'm gonna go under it. No, just so yeah, that's it. And then if you film over here,
Okay.
this is where I had my speaker party. Remember that? I post those on my story, like I'm having a speaker party.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is where my speaker parties were. That's where my speaker parties were.
Right there.
Yep.
So if you
We'd
come
have a
back,
jam out party. People would like sit in the grass or whatever
Right.
and just jam out right next to the bell tower.
so if you wanted to come and see a speaker party sometime this next semester, come down here.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
So I didn't mean to call you out.
No, it's okay. And last but not least on campus, well, almost last but not least, is is this the upper quad? I think, yeah. This is where you like. Last year they put like a big projector up there, and like everyone got blankets and like watched a movie out here, like Scooby-Doo or whatever. Like, just have movie nights right here. It was freaking awesome. But yeah, this is the upper quad, I believe. Alright guys, this is also another part of the chill part on campus. You have hammocks right here. I love going on the hammocks.
Heck yeah.
Then there's more TVs. You can watch TV, whatever. There's a pool right here. And there's tables to maybe like study or whatever. But yeah, and then behind you, there's some soft couches. They can just chill or whatever.
Okay.
I was in this part a lot on campus, so yeah, there's that.
Sweet. Right here. Go.
All right, you guys, this is the Cedar City Institute building. This is actually where I work too, so it's pretty nice, but it's not as good as the St. George Institute building, unfortunately. But it's closed, as you can see that sign right there on the window.
The yellow
but yeah,
sign.
this is the Institute building. This is the back of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Recording.
Okay.
All right, guys, this is where. Here, I'll go.
Yeah, here you go. I'm just filming.
This is where I live. This is my apartment complex. That was more complicated than it had to be. Alright, keep filming. This is where I go to church. Right here, this is my church building right here.
Sweet.
This is where Cameron and I go to church. Nice. That's funny that you got the whole trek on camera. They're probably thinking we were recording him.
Probably.
Alright, that's where we go to church. Yep, there you go.
Sweet.
See
closing in, building up, stacking. Seems to be no way out, but I believe you never leave me here. You'll never leave me here. Oh, of the lost and found, of the lost and found, of the lost and found, of the lost and found.
Alright guys, welcome to another Southern Utah University campus tour video. So this is going to be the last one I'm going to do, so I'm going to try to make it the best one. But the first building we're going to go to is the PE building right here. So we're going to try to go inside there and then record, see what's going on. So I'll take you there. Some more about the PE building, guys. I've had some PE classes in here, like racquetball. I've had a workout class in here. There's people playing pickleball over there. I'm gonna try to record inside if I can for just a few seconds. Show you guys what it looks like in there. The JL Sorensen PE building. It says it's open, so let's check. So here's inside the PE building. There's the rock climbing wall right there. It's usually pretty busy during campus. There's the workout. It's usually that's where my workout class was, right there. There's upstairs, but there's a track up there. I'm not going to go up there. This is where my racquetball class was, right here, and one of these different types of rooms. Yeah, workout in there. No one's in there though. And yeah, that is the JL Sorensen PE building. And also, guys, there's volleyball courts. Those have been out for a little over a year now, just outside the PE building, next to the pickleball courts. So that's pretty nice. I just played volleyball there the other night. So now we're off to the Institute building, which is right next to the PE building. So that's where I work as well. All right, guys, here's the Institute building. They have Utah Summer Games flags up right there for the summer games in a month. But this is the Institute building. This is where I work. It's technically not part of campus, but I basically consider it part of campus because, you know, students have classes here for Institute. So I'm not going to go inside. If you guys want to see inside the Institute building, you can just go on my video, a day in the life at my job or work. There's the PE building right there. So it's across the street from the PE building. Yeah, I think the Institute building needs to be remodeled on the outside. Maybe not, I don't know. But the next building we're gonna go check out is the business building, which is that big building straight ahead right there. Okay guys, so this is the business building. I'm walking towards it. The business building is one of the newer buildings on campus. It came out like in 2018 or 2019, maybe 17, one of those years. But I'm gonna see if it's open. If it's not, no big deal. This is the Dixie L. Levitt School of Business building. I don't think it's open though. Oh, it is open. Okay, so I just went in the business building. As you can see, there was a worker in there cleaning. But next I'm going into the student center, the Sherwan Smith Student Center building. This is my personal favorite building on campus because it's the main building on campus, and then it connects to the American First Event Center. So I'm going to try to show you as much as I can in there. So let's take you inside the student center. Alright guys, so I just walked in the student center. So if you take a look over here, that's me right there. That is me right there on the rotunda. Yeah, this is called the rotunda. This is where people usually like eat and like study, stuff like that. But we're gonna make our way down over here first, where this is where the bookstore is at, and eventually this is where the American First Event Center is at too. What I think is really cool about this is that look at all these flags right here from different countries. It's pretty cool, huh? I always try to come down here and guess which country matches with the flag, but most of the time I'm wrong. So this is the convenience store. So this is like the candy store I was talking about on the pros and cons video of SUU. So that's that. I come in there sometimes and get a snack. This is probably my favorite, like, this is my favorite part of campus right here is the bookstore. So I've gotten a lot of stuff in here. It's closed right now, but I've gotten a lot of stuff in the bookstore. I even have a video of the bookstore. But yeah, I have those basketballs, those footballs, I have some shirts. It's kind of dark in there, you can't really see, you can see a little bit. But yeah. Oh, they have those jerseys back. Dang, okay, well. Now we're entering the American First Event Center. So I'm gonna try my best to get some footage in here too. Here's some paintings from probably this last semester. So, hold on. So there's currently workers on the roof up there, but one thing I like about the American First Event Center is that they have these signs right here that says Birds Ave, T-Bird Nation. So it's pretty cool. I like it. But if you hear, see, there's construction going on. So if you hear that noise up there, they're working on the roof or something. They're doing. But we'll see if I can get in here real quick. This is the American First Event Center. So this is where the men's and women's basketball team plays, the gymnastics team and the volleyball team, and sometimes there's concerts in here too that go on. But there's some banners right there. Yeah, this is my favorite, one of my favorite parts of campus is the American First Event Center. That's a strange noise though, huh? Yeah, there's the AFEC, so I'll move on somewhere else on campus. I've even had a couple of classes in the AFEC too. I think I had psychology in here, not in the AFEC, but you know, in these hallway. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is like every single trophy that we've won in sports. So if you want to pause the video and take a look at them, you can. Pretty cool trophies. Pretty cool. We used to be in the Summit League. So, fun fact, so the video game that I play, college basketball, when SUU's in it, we were in the Summit League in that game. And then we were in the Big Sky, now we're in the WAC conference. But, yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I love this, what they did with this on the top. Yeah, so, and this is the SUU Hall of Fame right here. So this is the Hall of Fame. Take a look at it, you can pause it if you want, see these names. I've walked around here so many times, it's crazy. So, yeah. And SUU just barely had their 125th anniversary. So I think this is cool too that they have this here. We're 126 now, but it's pretty cool. the history of SUU. And this room right here, I think, is where like our men's basketball team has like their meetings and stuff, or like film room, I think, or tape, or like post-game conferences could be in there. As you see, men's basketball Big Sky Champions 2021 regular season. So I like that logo. But yeah, that's enough for the AFEC. Let's move on to probably the rest of the Student Center by Chick-fil-A area. Alright guys, so there's Papa John's. We have Papa John's. So this is the AFEC, or not the AFEC, the Student Center, Thunder Market. So Chick-fil-A is unfortunately closed right now, but this is a hot spot on campus. I don't come here too often because I get sick of it. I love, okay, it's down here, but the world's best backyard. So this is SUU Outdoors. This is where like you can get your outside stuff for like, you know, hammocking. There's a hammock right there. There's like all kinds of stuff. But this is what I like right here. This is also new. It wasn't here when I first came here. World's best backyard. So like you have like places that are not too far away from SUU, from Cedar City. So a lot of national parks and big cities in California not that far away. So I really like that. And then over here is the SUU International Affairs. So like this is where like people can like come chill, like hang out, play some games, you know, like checkers, stuff like that. So yeah, I've played a couple games in here, so it's pretty fun. Let's continue to show you. Also, this is the little hangout area. There's Thunder 91. I was on the radio. See, I love this area because of this huge TV right here. It's not on currently, but like this is something new that they added like either last semester or 2 semesters ago. They added this big TV right here. I think it's a great addition to campus. This is where we had like a lot of our watch parties for, you know, sports or our sports teams. So yeah, this is where a lot of people just chill, hang out, do whatever. Hammocks over here. So, and then their dining area over there. So I've never been, well, I've been in the dining area before where people eat, but like I've never been in it since it's been remodeled. But it looks like a restaurant in there. I think it's pretty cool, but I've never personally eaten in here before. But as you can tell, it does look like a restaurant in there, which I really like. Sometime in the fall semester I should try eating in here. So I think that's pretty cool. And then this is the help desk. So like if your laptop or something is not working correctly or you need help getting the SUU Wi-Fi, this is the place to go. So yep, bathrooms down that hallway. And yeah, this is one of my favorite paintings on campus is right here. The upper quad where you could see the bell tower and Old Maid and all that. So that's pretty cool. Yep, I was on Thunder 91 last year for the summer. So it was pretty fun. Post Malone. And then in here, in the Health and Wellness Center, there's like free snacks you can get in there sometimes. So, and this is another hangout area where people like to hang out, play some video games. This is a hot spot for pictures right here. Like, where you get pictures by those wings. And then on the left here is the nest. So, yeah, here's the nest. Yeah, so this is the SUU nest right here, and that's where you can go and get help or whatever. So yeah. Another thing SUU has added since I've been here are these tables and chairs right here. So like these were not here when I first came here. There was like old benches when I came here, but I like the remodel of those better than what they used to be. Next, we're gonna go to the library, check that out. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it's open if the other buildings were open, but there's gonna be like no one in there. And I'm glad they have the SUU sign up too, right here. Glad they have that up. So, yeah, let's take a look at the library. SUU sign right here, so it's pretty cool that they still have this up. Even if you know graduation has passed, still pretty cool. And yeah, let's take a look inside the library real quick. Okay guys, so we're inside the library now. I don't know how loud I can be, but like, this is the library. So like, this is the first floor. I'm not gonna go on the second or third floors, but yeah, this is where like I do a lot of my studying and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the Jared R. Sherritt Library. So there's 3 floors to the library, but yeah. All right guys, and right here where the sprinklers are going off at these trees, this is a popular spot where people go hammocking, aka me. I go hammocking over there all the time. So if you see kind of a reddish hammock in this area on campus next to the library in the music building, then it's with music, then that's probably me hammocking. So T-Bird sign is all set down, but yeah. So this is the music building. I've actually never been inside the music building before. I mean, I've had a couple music classes, but that was during the COVID semester, so it was online. So I couldn't go inside the music building because the classes were online for COVID. But a lot of people like to practice like instruments and stuff in there, so you'll hear that occasionally. So yeah. And one of my least favorite parts of campus are these stairs, because as you can maybe tell, it's heavy breathing. So yeah, we're actually gonna go this way. So that's still the music building on the right of me. I guess we can try going in there. I've never been in there though. It's not my major. I'm a communications major, but maybe we can try to go in here. Let's at least try. Okay guys, so this is inside the music building, I believe. I've never been in here before, but now I have. So my music classes my freshman year would have been in here if it wasn't for COVID. But yeah, this is where I was just really walking outside. Well, a little bit more to the right, but yeah, that area right there is usually where I hammock. So yeah, this is the music building. There's a downstairs, but I'm not gonna go down there. But yeah, now I can say I've been inside of the music building. And this is a nice little area too. It was brand new right at my first semester. It was like the first semester out, this little bench area. This is one of my favorite statues on campus right here. Some information about it right there. But yeah, I think this is the science building over here. And one cool thing about the science building is that there's a roof on top of it that you can go on and like stand and see like a majority of campus. So that's pretty cool. And this building's straight ahead from me, right there. That's the Hope Food Pantry. So you can get free food in there. You can go once a week and get food. It saves me like $20 to $25 a week from getting groceries instead of just getting free food. So I'd recommend going there. That's where the Hope Food Pantry's at, right there. Yep guys, so this is the science building right here. This is where I had my astronomy class and lab. Was this building last fall semester. Yeah, it's a pretty good building. I want to try to get on top of the roof and show a view for you guys. It's in one of my videos, but I think, yeah, this is the, I'm gonna try to go inside and see what I can do for y'all. Okay, so one cool thing about this science building is that they have these animals in here. Pretty cool. This is definitely one of the coolest buildings on campus, for sure. Alright guys, I made it. I made it to the top of the science building pretty much. This is the roof of the science building. Well, that's the roof, but like, you know what I mean. So you're pretty high up. Some nice trees right there. Good view of campus. Upper quad. Yeah, this is the roof of the science building. The camera doesn't do justice, but we are way higher than what you think. We're pretty high up. But you even eat lunch up here. It's a nice area for sure. See a good, nice view. I can see why this is a lot of people's favorite building on campus, just because of this reason right here. But yeah, there's a good view. I mean, not a good view because that tree's in the way, but move a little over here. This is a good view of the upper quad right here. So this field right here, this is where a lot of people like to play like ultimate frisbee or like, you know, just chill. And you see those trees to the right? That's also a hot hammocking spot right there. So like a lot of people like to hammock right there, including me. So the two spots I basically like to hammock on campus is at the upper quad right there, or there's the library, like the trees to the left of the library down there. Those are my two favorite hammocking spots on campus. But yeah, it's a good view. You can see the football stadium way over there. That's the football stadium that I still need to get to. And then that building, that gray building right, where's my finger at? Yeah, right there, that's the student center right there, that brown building. And eventually the AFAC. So yeah, and then there's the new building straight ahead behind the library. I still need to get to that building too. So yeah, this is a nice view of campus. There's the student apartments right there, those white buildings. Those are on-campus apartments. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed at least the science building part of the video. Yeah guys, sorry, one more thing didn't film over here on top of the roof. See, these are the on-campus apartments, a better view of them. So on-campus housing is pretty empty right now. But yeah, there's the SUU sign. A lot of people play on that field too, so yeah, it's just a good overall view of campus. Yeah guys, these are the stairs that go up and down inside the science building. Pretty cool. I personally like these stairs better than the outside campus stairs. Yeah guys, here's another view of the upper quad. Those are the trees right there that I like to hammock in over there. So it's a nice area one of my favorite areas on campus. So usually for Thunder U, the week before the fall semester starts, they'll do a lot of events up here for Thunder U. But yeah. And then this building right here is Old Main, I believe. This was the first building built on campus back in like 1898 or something like that. But yeah, a fun event they do here around Halloween time. So there's a story of a ghost named Virginia, and it comes out around Halloween. And so they do Halloween activities over here for that, but I think it's pretty cool. Another good view of the upper quad. So over here is where I think the Shakespeare Festival used to be over here, then they switched it across the street over there. But like this part of campus kind of reminds me of like Harry Potter a little bit. But yeah, let's just see what we can find in here. Look at this. I mean, it is nice. I mean, I'm not the biggest like arts, like you know, it's not even my major, film and all that stuff, or I don't, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a good little view of that. It kind of reminds me of like a Harry Potter building type of thing or something. I just call it the Harry Potter building. That's what I call this area. Yep, that's Old Main. Someone's getting a good photo of the bell tower over there. So, yeah. I mean, I guess we can continue to walk over here. And this video is going to be a long video. At least only like halfway done. But just the parking lot over there with the building down here. And yeah. Alright guys, these stairs right here, in my opinion, are the worst stairs on campus. So you go up the stairs right here, and then you continue to go up these stairs right here. These are the worst stairs on campus. But yeah, there's my favorite parking lot on campus, that blue Dodge Durango right there. That's my car right there. But yeah, sometimes you'll see a lot of cars driving up that little path right there onto campus. But this building right here, the Eccles Jones building, I think it's the ELC or whatever. This is where I had my marriage and family relations class my freshman year right here, this building. I've had a few other classes in that building too, but it's a nice building. Yeah, so guys, right here is another look of the Emma Eccles Jones Education Building. Like I said, where I had my marriage and family relations class. Let's see if I can go inside real quick. There's my shadow right there, or my reflection. Let's see if I can go inside real quick. Yes. So that's that building. I'm not gonna really go inside there. There's a worker in there. But yeah, this is the bell tower. This is probably the most famous maybe part of campus, or one of the most famous. So this bell tower, I didn't know this until a few months ago, but it came out in 2008. So it's still pretty new. It's only 15 years old, this bell tower. I thought it was way older than that. But fun fact about this bell tower is that you can only walk under it as an SUU student twice in your college career. Your first day on campus as a freshman, you walk under it. You've seen my bell tower YouTube videos, tradition. So you do that, and then when you graduate, so freshman year, the freshmen walk this way, and then when you graduate, you walk this way under the bell tower. But I've gotten many pictures and stuff underneath, or not underneath, but around this building, or the bell tower. So that's that. This is the Braithwaite building. So this is, I've had like 3 or 4 communications classes in this building. Let's see if I can go inside here real quick. Yeah. It's like the writing center too is downstairs. But let me show you where one of my classes were from this last semester. There's Communications 2030. And on the left here, on the left, right here, this is where I had my last communications class for the last semester. Let's see if I can even open the door. Yep. This is my classroom right here. Last semester, just got over a couple weeks ago. She still hasn't graded the final grades, but I would sit, let me show you where I would sit. I would sit on this row right here. There's a power outlet right here, so I charge my phone and I like sit down right here. So that black chair right there, that's where I would sit usually in class. And this class was like 90% females. So I was like one of the only like guys in this class. Can't remember the whole name of the class, but it was Communications 2030. So, yep. There was like 20 people in the class and probably like 16 people were girls. I was like one of the only 4 guys, but yeah. And then right here, this is the Electronic Learning Center. I'm probably not gonna go in here, but I think this is where like, isn't this the testing center as well, I think? I've never taken a test in here before. I mean, I've been in this building my freshman year, but yeah, you can also, there's classes in there I think that go on. Maybe I can take a look in here. The doors are open. Pretty sure this is also the testing center as well. That's the only part I'm gonna go inside. But yeah, that's that. And fun fact, I used to make pancakes on campus behind this building, which was kind of random. It was my freshman year. I actually have a video of it on my YouTube channel of me making pancakes on campus. You can go check that out. But old me from 2-3 years ago. But let me show you where I make the pancakes. I mean, I only did it once or twice, but it was a nice little spot though. There's a lot of workers on campus today. So the next building we're gonna go to after I show you where I made pancakes is the newest building on campus. So stay tuned for that. There'll also be a separate video for that tomorrow. So this video will be out today, but tomorrow you can go check out the new building tour, whatever that building's called. Yeah, this is where I would make pancakes. Right here, behind this building. So yeah, let's take you to the new building. Oh, and that rock right there is named Gunther. That's Gunther the Rock. Like during big events, they'll paint the rock different colors during big events or news stories or whatever. So yeah. Before I get to the new building, guys, this is the multi-purpose center building right here on my left. This is where like every Wednesday they'll have like Western dancing or whatever it's called, line dancing, square dancing, I don't know what it is. But every Wednesday, I think I've been there once. I had a class in here my freshman year. It's like a writing class, but yeah, that's outside of the AFAC right there. That's the new building right there that they've done construction on for the last couple years. I'm gonna see if I can go inside there. See, it looks like they're still doing construction outside of it. I don't know if they're gonna put more concrete there or if they're gonna put grass there. But yeah, this is the Bristol Cohen Hall building, the newest building on campus. So let me show you guys this real quick. I love these statues in here. So you have like statues of old presidents and people. So I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go inside the new building. Check it out. for you guys. We're still calling Hall Building. Here we go. Here's the tour. It smells brand new, dude. Wow. Dude. This is really cool. Wow. This might be my favorite building on campus. It's definitely up there for sure. And there is an upstairs. Should I go up there too and film? I think I'm gonna go upstairs, see if it can record. My phone's at 1% right now, unfortunately. But how's it going?
I'm good.
Good. Just checking out the new building.
Have fun.
Yeah. So these stairs are similar to the science building, kind of. There's 3 stories. Can we go on the roof? Wow. So this is the 3rd floor. I think this is the highest floor you can go on. Wonder if I'll have any classes in here in the future. Probably. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite buildings on campus, for sure. More stairs. I'm one of the first people to walk in this building. Pretty cool. Because most people are gone for the summer now. All right. This is probably all I'm going to record of the building. I mean, I recorded most of it, a good chunk of it. So yeah, this is the new building on campus. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I did. Guess we can go out this way. Oh yeah, hold on real quick. This is a great view of the sporting fields outside, so. I think I know that girl, but yeah, that's the soccer field right there. It's kind of blurry with the windows. Yeah, it's a soccer field. That big stadium's the football field. You can't really see it. That's the parking lot of the football field. Over here are windows, so I just hope she doesn't see me. That's the outside of the AFAC. Better view of the soccer field. And yeah. So yeah, there's that. Now this is outside of the new building on a different direction. That's the AFAC straight ahead. This is cool. I like this part of campus. Pretty cool. I'm assuming by the time the fall semester starts, all this dirt will be gone to either concrete or grass or something. That's what I'm assuming. But now let's try to go film the football stadium and sports stadiums if I can. I like what they've done right here too with the street. Added some little gates right there, a little midway right there. Campus is different. They've added some stuff since my last tour I've done here. So yeah, this right here is the soccer field. So that's the soccer field. That's the parking lot for usually football, soccer, softball games. So, okay guys, and this is the softball field right here. It's not that big, but that is our softball field. Next will be our football field I'll show, stadium. See if I can get on the track. Dang. I don't think I'm going to be able to. see what I'm talking about? The roadside. It's like a high school stadium. Yeah, this stadium is pretty cool. Whack. Yeah, that is the football stadium. Hope you guys enjoyed. Well, I guess I can do I can go over here, just get the whole thing. There's the Trumbletron right there. There's the logo. Man. Didn't know you can just go on the field and just do whatever, dude. Yeah. Eccles Coliseum. For homecoming, this place was packed. I've never been on this side of the stadium. Wow. This is really cool. Dang. I mean, the stadium is not small. I mean, it's not small. It's not the smallest stadium in the world. Alright, thanks for going on this tour with me, guys. I might go in that parking lot with my car and just film behind the football stadium. But yeah, thanks for coming on this tour with me. Southern Utah University. This is the final tour I am doing at SUU. So I had to go all out for you guys and do everything. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe. Alright, here's the stadium behind the football stadium. That's behind the stadium. Yep. And then that building over there, I think that's where a lot of the student athletes work out, is in that building right there, I think, or practice. That's the football practice field right here. That's where they have their lacrosse games too. But yeah, thanks for coming with me on this tour, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like. What in the world is going on, everybody? What is going on? You can tell from the title of this video. I am so excited to do this video. I haven't done a video like this in like 3 years, but I just feel like it's time to do an updated version of a tour of Southern Utah University campus, because we have a lot of new things on campus since the last time I made a campus tour in 2023, 3 years ago. So there's a couple new buildings on campus. We have a couple new signs on campus since then. We have a new softball stadium since then. Like, we have a lot of new things on campus. So right now I am currently parked at the new music building right here. So that's the first place I'm going to get out. I've never been in there before. I think it's been open for a few weeks now. It's currently June 1st, 2026. And it is exactly the halfway point of 2026, exactly, which is insane. This year has flown by. I'm wearing my Southern Utah University jersey with an undershirt of SUU and one of my favorite SUU Thunderbird hats that I have. So let's go on this tour. I'm going to show you literally everything as much as I can. I understand there's going to be people on campus and stuff, but let's record everything. I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about SUU. I know this intro has been long enough. I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know. I'm going to show you guys all the free parking on campus. I'm gonna show you every single building. I'm not gonna go inside every single building, just the ones that I'm familiar with or the new ones that I've never been in before. I'm gonna show you the football field, the new softball field, the soccer field, like our practice field, like the basketball gymnastics arena, the AFAC. I'm gonna show you everything. So the bell tower, go on and on and on. I'm even on campus. I'm on the rotunda. I'll show you that inside as well. So let's get you on this tour. Okay, you guys, we are going inside the brand new music building here. I just got out of my car just behind me. We're going inside the brand new music building. It looks like it's open because I see someone walking in there. So yeah, and by the way, this parking lot here, the PE parking lot, this is all free, I believe. So this parking lot, you can park anywhere you want to. So we are going inside the brand new music building. This is actually pretty cool here. These benches and the tables over here. It's actually pretty cool. Dang, all right. Brand new, looks awesome. There's my reflection right there. We're gonna go inside now and take you on this tour. Wow. Dang. Let's see what a class looks like if this is open. I don't know if it is open. Wow. And I apologize, guys, if I don't really say anything much. Just don't want to. This is cool. Wow. Holy cow, it's a cool theater looking place. Dang. There's all the outside chairs. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and see this. How's it going? Good. I'm just doing a big campus tour for my YouTube channel. I'm recording like all of campus, so this is the first time I've been in this building. So
it's pretty good, huh?
yeah. Let's look at the outside of this. Dang. There's the marching band. That is where SUU Police is, across the street there. And I think that's an on-campus parking lot over there. So I can't remember if it's, I don't think it's free. But looks like they're still working on a few things. More like offices right here. This is a bathroom. Oh wow, this is the top of the theater place. Holy cow, that is awesome. Dang. Keep going this way. Yeah, I apologize if I don't say much. I just don't want to be too loud for anyone around me. It's mainly about what campus looks like. This is all new to me, this building. Never been in here before until today, June 1st. Yep. I believe that's part of the PE parking lot, but I guess it's part of the new music building parking lot now. And I believe that's still free parking, because it always has been free parking unless it's not now. I think that's like sound systems in there or whatever. Yeah, pretty cool music building. I think it's only 2 stories. I don't think there's a third, but maybe there is a third story. More bathrooms on the first floor. Nice little study area, it looks like. That's where I came in from, right there. Pretty high up. Camera does not do justice. These are cool little paintings here. I don't know what they're about, but how many stories are in this building, do you know? Just two. This is this one in the downstairs?
That's it.
Awesome. Underneath the stairs. Let's see what this says. That's what the building's called right there. These are lockers, I'm assuming for instruments, to put your instrument in right here. I was in band in middle school, so. Wow. Pretty cool music stands, chairs, more lockers, drinking fountains, glasses, offices. How's it going? Good. All right. All right, you guys. I just toured literally the whole music building. Just toured the whole music building. Basically, at least most of it, so it's pretty cool. One of the nicer buildings on campus because it's newer. So now we're gonna make our way to the PE building and like the pickleball courts, outdoor volleyball courts, stuff like that. I'll show you what it looks like inside the PE building. But this is, I assume this parking lot is still free. It's always been free. You can park whenever you want. It just connects to the PE parking lot. This is a cool entranceway right here to the music building, the back way. More nice chairs right there. I'm not sure what all these bags are here for. But yeah, that is the music building. And now, there's my blue car right there. That's where I parked for this video. So now I'm gonna probably pause it and resume as I get closer to the PE building, just straight ahead right there. This big field here is just a hangout area. You can hang out with friends, play like soccer, stuff like that if you want, or ultimate frisbee, football catch. It's a good place for clubs too. So that's what this field is, pretty big. I hope they don't in the future. I hope they don't like I could see them putting a new campus building like this half of the field. I could see that happening. There's a school bus. I know it's Utah Summer Games starting this week, so I don't know if that school bus is for that or what, because all schools are out right now for the Iron County area. I guess I can show you a good glimpse of the whole field here, the hangout area outside the PE building. So here you go. Those are new apartments over there. I think those were being built 3 years ago when I was doing my campus tour. Those are off-campus apartments though. Then you have this whole field. Utah Summer Games, I believe, uses this field as well. But yeah, there's the outdoor volleyball courts. Those have only been here for like 3 years or so, 4 years. And then way back there is the pickleball courts. I'll show that closer. And that's the PE building. When I was saying about a new campus building in the future, I hope they don't like cut this field in half and like this half's like a new building. I could see them doing that. And then, because this field is still pretty large. But yeah, I'll resume going inside the PE building. You can tell they've recently redone this parking lot because it looks brand new and fresh. So they've just done this over the last couple weeks. So yeah, let's go inside the J.L. Sorensen building. That's the PE building. I also work there as well. And yeah, just to add on, yeah, this whole parking lot here is free. You can park wherever you want, anytime during the day. At least that's how it's always been. So if you're a new student coming to SUU, you can park in this parking lot. You don't need a parking pass for this parking lot. Yeah. And here's the pickleball court right here. You see some people are playing pickleball right now. It's the on-campus pickleball court. I've had a few pickleball classes, I think like 3 or 4 pickleball classes in my whole pickleball career, or whole college career. So yeah, those are the pickleball courts. There's again the volleyball outdoors, sand volleyball court right there. And now, just straight through those windows is the workout room, the gym. So, but now we're gonna go inside the building. Here we go. You can either go in, that door leads straight to the workout room right there, and then this door leads to like the main entrance of the PE building. And like I said, I work in this building. How's it going? Good. Here's a rock climbing wall. See, this is the workout area right here. Workout, people working out. Here's the Utah Summer Games stuff. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I'm just doing a campus tour, just showing around campus for my YouTube channel. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Here we are, Utah Summer Games.
Is this the first week of Utah Summer Games?
This is the second big week.
The second?
So last week was our first one, and then this is opening ceremony weekend.
Yeah, isn't that Friday?
Yep.
Okay,
we'll
awesome.
have the most stuff that we have all year this week.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. This is racquetball, so you can play racquetball in here. I've taken a couple racquetball classes in this. So this, like all these are racquetball. So then there's a pool table there. There's more racquetball right here. Some drinking fountains, some TVs. Here's locker rooms, bathrooms right here. Keep going down. Let's see. I'm gonna go up and show you guys the track as well. Go up the stairs. I could take the elevator, but I like taking the stairs because it's more of a workout. I'll show you guys the track. Yeah, I work in this building. I just recently started working here. I'm a custodian here. I used to work at the Institute building doing custodian, but I quit in January, late January. So now I'm working here. Let's see. This is like a yoga classroom. I've taken a yoga class before. So that's like a yoga class. There's no one in there right now. This is the very top of the PE building, the 3rd floor. another, I've never been in there. Looks like it's like a wrestling or something. Yeah, down that hallway, there's classrooms down there. I guess I can go down there and show you guys like the swimming pool and stuff. Here's another like rock climbing type wall right here. Never used it, but yeah, I've had a few classes here in the PE building. Fun classes like, you know, pickleball, racquetball, the workout room, all of that. So, is this, oh no, the track is just over here. I still try to use this as much as possible. It's free. That's another thing I can add. Everything here is free to use. You don't need a pass or anything, except for the workout room. That one you need a pass if you're not in the class. But yeah, here's the track right here. This is the whole track area right here. So it's pretty big. And then here's some basketball courts down here, volleyball courts, basketball courts. People just shooting around. I also like playing basketball down here too. Continue to make my way over here. But yeah, that's the upstairs for the PE building. There's an elevator. I guess I can use I'll use the elevator. I showed you guys going upstairs. I'm gonna show you guys going in the elevator now. I don't really use this elevator. Like I said, I use the stairs because that's more of a workout than the elevator. But the elevator is quicker. Well, not necessarily quicker, because you see how long the waiting process is? I could have already been downstairs by now. There we go. Signal means that it's here. This is a big elevator. Okay, we're gonna go on the first floor. It's the third floor. There's only 3 floors here. I don't really need to show you guys the second floor because there's not much on the second floor, just some offices, a little bit of classrooms, and that's it. But I'll show you guys where the swimming pool is at too, and then I'll go out the back doorway where the institute's at in the side parking lot. Yeah, this is a big elevator. Sometimes I have to clean this elevator too, but see if I do that tonight. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pause it since I've already recorded this area. I'll resume it at the swimming pool. All right, this is the other side. So that's the rock climbing. That's where I came in, right there. Came in, went down that way, and then went upstairs. This is the other side of it. If you walk in, go on this side. There's some like side desks for like doing homework and studying, stuff like that. This is where the swimming pool is, and it's huge. I'll show you guys a good view of it. These are classrooms on the left side here. I've had a couple classrooms over here, but this is the big swimming pool here. So it's huge. It's like an Olympic sized pool. I've had a swimming class here before, so I've used it a few times. It's nice. It's one of the only swimming pools Cedar City has that you can use in public. But yeah, I also clean the swimming pool too on the outside of it. And then this is where I meet for work. This is where I clock in and clock out for work right there. That office right next to those 2 bathrooms. There's more of the swimming pool there. And this is the back way out. There's another classroom there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the PE building. I mean, if you get lost, there's always building direction or like a building map. So there's where some like the 3rd floor, the 2nd floor, most of it's offices. And then the 1st floor is the one we're at right now. So yeah, so now we're gonna show you guys the Institute building. I used to work there. See a back way. There's my reflection again, back of the PE building. here's the Institute right here. So literally right next door. The Institute's technically not part of SUU campus, but I pretty much consider it part of campus. And it's also FSY this week too. So there's a lot of like counselors. You can't see, they're not here, I don't think right now. I think they're going to get, there's the outside of the pool right there. Yeah, this is the Institute. And by the way, this parking lot's free right here. This parking lot is free. This side parking lot right next to the PE building and the Institute. The middle parking lot, that's free. And then the Institute parking lot's free as well. I'll show you guys that too, the Institute parking lot. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys everything. So like if you're a brand new freshman or a brand new transfer student, you guys will know exactly, hopefully, where everything's at. Just let's across the street here. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted by that music. I always don't like it when people use music. See, here's the Institute here. My former place of employment. No longer anymore. But yeah, this whole parking lot's free. This is a good parking lot to park in. Except for the very front. That's reserved for staff, as it says right here. But besides the very front, on this side and the other side, the whole parking lot's free game. And then the whole side of the parking lot's free game as well. So now I think our next location, this is not part of campus, but it basically is. I feel like it is. So now we're gonna cross the street at the light, and we're gonna show you guys like main part of campus as well. So let's do it. This is also one of the most beautiful campuses, not just in the state of Utah, but in the entire country, in my opinion. And that's not me just being biased. Like this campus, it's so green, so many trees on campus, so many hammocking areas. I'll also show you guys my favorite hammocking spot too. Yeah, this building across the street here is the brand new business building. It's right across the street from the PE building and the Institute. So this half of it's brand new add-on business building right here. So we're probably gonna go in there first. Here's the front side of the PE building, Utah Summer Game signs, flags right there of America and Utah and SUU. This is the main like crossing way on campus. There's a couple other crossing ways too, but we're gonna cross. So this is where everyone crosses. This parking lot, by the way, is not free. So like all the parking lots like basically inside campus are not free. So this one, anytime after 4 p.m. you can park anywhere at any parking lot on campus, even the not free ones, anytime after 4. But from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is when all the parking requirement parking lots are not free. So here's the business building, the older part of the business building. Well, this is not even that old. I think this building's like 9 or 8 years old, this business building. But I've had a couple classes in here as well. I don't remember all the classes though. Yeah, this is business building. It's empty. But yeah, this is the older part of the business building. I don't know if the new part's open yet. I think it is though. I think it is. Here's estimated what the classrooms look like. I'm not gonna open the door though. Here's a big global map right here. This is cool. That's that same classroom I showed, just the other side of it. That's the new business building. So I want to go on that tunnel right there on the top. Never been. So we're gonna go upstairs now. I don't really need to show you guys downstairs. And I think I already have shown you guys downstairs. I'm an alumni almost. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. Like, I always prefer taking the stairs because it's always more of a workout for me. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is the new business building open?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh, looks like someone's cleaning it right now. Must be afternoon workers or morning workers. Okay, that's the main floor. That's the floor I was just on down there. These reflections are pretty cool. There's my reflection again. Okay. Yeah, this is the new business building here. This part looks super new. This is the tunnel part. See, I'm still in the older business building. Now this is the new business building here. Here we go. I've never been in here before until now. That's the PE building. That's the building I was just in. It's literally right across the street. You just cross that crosswalk. You know, these chairs are nice. Nice and soft. Man, I remember it took them pretty quick to build this. Like, it only took them like a year and a half, 2 years to build this. Let's go this way first. Those are offices. There's not much this way. Still the outside of the PE building, nice chairs, tables. More offices for professors. Yeah, there's not much that way. That's where I just was. Here's like a parenting room. I don't know why that's there. That's a cool entrance there. Brand new business building. Yeah, and this parking lot here too. This one's not free as well. It's the one, that's the Institute. The one right across the street from the Institute is not free. Anytime after 4 p.m. it is, but not between 8 to 4. Okay, let's go this way. This is nice. They did a good job on this. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you need to see, I believe. How's it going? Good. Just filming a campus tour. So it's my first time in the new business building. So it's nice. Thanks. It's nice. Have a good one. Oh, I guess I haven't been downstairs yet for the new business building. Just upstairs. That's a cool. classroom. Basically looks like all the other ones. Grad lounge. Is this where like the graduates go or what? There's the tunnel outside. That's the old business building. This is the new business building. Bathrooms. This is the outside of the new business building. I've never been on here before. Because when the semester was going on, it was when they were still working on it. Yeah, this is nice. Dang. Nice benches. It looks similar to the outside of the new music building. Yeah, that's nice place to sit on the grass right there too. Brand new grass. I think it might be fake grass. But yeah, this is nice. It's gonna be a lot better this fall semester. That's for sure. But yeah, that's the new business building on campus. This is my first time seeing it, just like your guys' first time seeing it. So now we are going to, where are we gonna go now? Let's see here. I guess we can go this way. I think this is where like cars go in and out on campus as well, part of their route. That's where I walked across right there. That must be new too. I don't remember seeing that handrail there. That's pretty cool. It's a nice shady area too with that tunnel there. That's what it looks like behind me. But yeah, we're gonna go to my right now. We're gonna go inside the student center now. So go inside the student center. That's where I just crossed right there. Just crossed the street there. Just went on these. This is the older business building, and then that's the newer business building. I just toured all that. That's the PE building I just toured, and that's the institute behind it. Boom, 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 boom. And then that building over there is the new music building where I started. So, yep, now, I guess I've already been here when I was on my way to the old business building on my right here. But now we're gonna go straight and we're gonna go inside the student center now. This is where like the main action on campus happens. This is where most of the students, a lot of them like hang out and stuff on campus. And I'll show you why. A lot of you have probably already seen the student center before, but I'll show you again. Yeah, a reminder, this parking lot's not free here, right next to the business building. I'm not sure what they're doing here. I think they're redoing landscaping. So it'll probably look a little different when I record again. And in this building here, I've never been inside this building. I've never had a class in there or anything. So I don't really need a point to record it. But yeah, I think they're doing landscaping outside the business building. So it will look a little bit different by the time fall semester begins. But yeah, here is the student center here. This is the student center. I think what we're gonna do is, well, actually, we're gonna go to the library first. So I can come right out and then go in the student center. That's the nest right there. That's where you go if you're a freshman, and they help you with like signing up for classes, if you need help with homework, stuff like that. Yeah, that's mainly what the nest is for. Yeah, we're gonna go inside the library. I think this is the coolest looking campus library, at least the front of it. Looks like a UFO or some type of spaceship or something, or an alien spaceship. That's why I like it. Still, this is the student center right here, outside of another part of it. But we're gonna go in the library first. I also have to do something in the library. The library is pretty easy to find. It's on the south side of campus, I believe, if I know my directions correctly. But yeah, this is also where they have the back to school dance for Thunder U, the tie-dye dance. This is where it's at right here. You do your tie-dye on the grass right there, paint your shirt, let it dry as you're dancing right here, and the DJ is right there. So yeah, I have to do something real quick and sign up for a Hope Pantry appointment for free food. So let's see. Alright guys, that was the library in there. The thing I wanted to sign up for, couldn't sign up for it because it says that there's no appointments in June right now, so I'm just gonna have to wait another day to do it. But yeah, didn't want to record a whole lot in the library just because it's quiet. A lot of people are in there like studying, doing homework. I recorded what I could in there, but now we're going to the student center and we're going to show you guys basically the whole student center. So let's go in there and do it. But yeah, if you want to sign up for a Hope Pantry appointment, that's how you do it. I showed you guys how to do it on the website. It just didn't show any appointments available right now, but they'll change it in the next couple days or so where it will be available. But going inside the student center now, like I said, there's the nest. I already explained what they do basically. So now we're going inside the student center. That's the inside of the nest right there. A lot of times they will say like fun game quotes right there, stuff like that. There's a bobblehead Thor. And then that's the I'm not sure what that is. This is where you get like all your photos taken and stuff right here. So like it's an iconic spot to get photos taken right there. This is like the gaming area. So like, or at least it used to be the gaming area where people like come in, play games like Xbox, PlayStation. This is ping pong, more gaming area, ping pong, photo opportunity right there, drinking fountains. I don't know where all those people are here for, but let's see. This is Thunder 91 right here. I've been on Thunder 91 for a whole summer. So that's a little bit what it looks like inside right there. Thunder 91. It's the radio station for Southern Utah. Like again, I've been on there for a whole summer, so this is the international affairs. So this is like anyone coming in internationally can like hang out in here, and it's totally different when there's no one in there versus during when the school year is happening. People are in line right now to get Chick-fil-A. This is where the whole pantry is, down there at the very end on the right. University of Parks, SUU, world's best backyard. That's pretty cool. They added that a few years ago. Here's Chick-fil-A. This makes it or breaks it for a lot of people on campus. And this is the rotunda right here. This is where a lot of people will like eat their lunch or study, hang out with friends, whatever. Here's Papa John's, but they're not open right now, unfortunately. But I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at in the rotunda, and I've already showed you guys before. So right here, this is me on the rotunda right here. So this is back when I dyed my hair blonde right here. I'm in the front row of the student section holding up my Thor hammer, but you can't see my Thor hammer. But yeah, that's me right there. The top of it's pretty cool as well. The top of it, and there's a statue right here. Guess I can record the statue. Yeah, well, this is probably the freakiest statue on campus. The Sherwin Smith statue. I'm literally right behind it. But yeah, and then if you go upstairs, then that's where you get like help from like advisors and stuff, the Student Support Center. There it is, academic advising. So you just go upstairs and then you go right there. That's where you get help from like your advisors for like helping out with what classes you need to sign up for and stuff. And then this is the Sterling Church Auditorium. And then the ballroom is just over here. This is where a lot of inside events happen on campus, is in the ballroom over here. I guess I could show you guys a little bit what that looks like. Yeah, this is the ballroom. I'm just being bold going in anywhere. I don't even care. Yeah, this is the ballroom right here. That's where a lot of, like, for example, if an outside dance gets postponed because of the weather, they'll move it in here. This is where they'll have it. Yeah, the rotunda is a good spot on campus. We're gonna continue to make my way downward. Now this is gonna be where we're going at the bookstore and the candy store. So you go down here, and it's cool that it has all of the flags from like all the countries as well when you go down here. It's awesome. But the stairs are pretty cool. Let me show you guys what the stairs look like. Go Teepers. They redid this like a few years ago. Southern Utah University Thunderbirds. There's the logo. Southern Utah University Thunderbirds. Oh, we have a theater as well. The theater, like the main theater on campus, is in here. The theater. This is where you can go in, you can watch movies. I don't know if it's even open right now. Oh, it is. I guess I can try to show you guys what the theater looks like on campus. Like the movie theater. Like this is literally a movie theater. These tables are here because that's where they put snacks there to watch a movie. Bathrooms. I don't go in here a whole lot though. Here's the theater. You see the sign theater. Theater's actually locked though. But yeah, that's where the theater's at. Maybe this side it will be unlocked. We'll see. I like how they have the walls red for SUU. Control room. Oh, it is open. Yeah, this is the theater. Can't really see it that well. I don't know where all the light switches are. I don't want to mess with anything. But yeah, this is the theater. One time for Institute, we had a movie night watching The Chosen in here with a whole bunch of good like homemade bread and stuff like that. So that was really fun. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. And then also for Thunder U, they'll have like movie activity nights here too as part of events for Thunder U as well. And they'll have a whole bunch of movies you can watch. But yeah, that's it's not like super big. I mean, it's not like super small, but it's not super big either. It's just right. But yeah, that's the theater on campus. I guess I can show you guys the candy store. It's right across from the bookstore. I'm not gonna record it in there though. Yeah, this is it, the candy store. Convenience store is what they call it. Right there. Then over here is the campus store. So we're gonna go in there real quick and show you guys. They redid this a year ago, so it's pretty cool. They have a whole bunch of cool shirts and a whole bunch of cool like gear on campus, hoodies, jerseys even, like all kinds of fun stuff that you guys can come in here and get. I pretty much collect like everything in the bookstore throughout my years at SUU. I'm just kind of showing you guys that Thunderbolt's pretty cool that they added a year ago. Like this looked totally different in my last campus tour than I did. But yeah, they redid everything in here. Here's all the fun hats that you can get as well. This one's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get that one at some point. But I'm just showing you guys all the fun gear that we have here. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted because the music playing, but that's okay. There's a big mirror, tradition keeper. Everyday spirit wear. And there's some stuff on clearance as well, cheaper. There's Thor, the Thunderbird. And we have new sweats out as well. They also have a downstairs too, but downstairs is more of like class stuff, like books and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm gonna go down there, but this is the downstairs. So you just go down there and that's where you get your main like class utensils and stuff like that. So, and then T-Bird Tech. Yeah, this is pretty cool bookstore, I would say. It's a lot better than it used to be with the remodel. Some nice journals here. They have more hats as well on the other side of it. Definitely gonna have to get a couple more. They have some flags, signs, car lanyards, license plate stuff, necklaces, blankets, stuffed animals, backpacks, on-campus backpacks, headphones, fun mascot stuff. This is where you go purchase stuff over here. And yeah, that's what the bookstore looks like if you're interested in coming to SUU. That's what it looks like. Pretty cheap stuff too for the most part compared to other bookstores. Here's the front of it again. The end of the bookstore right here. Now we're entering the America First Event Center. This is where we play all of our men's and women's basketball games, gymnastics, and volleyball games. And this is where a commencement graduation's at too, is in here. So I want to show you guys, this is like my favorite spot, or one of my favorite spots on campus. They also have classes in the hallways here too. I've taken a few classes in the hallways here. Like I think I had a class right there in the fall. But we're gonna go inside the AFEC if it's unlocked. They have some summer tryout basketball camps. June 3rd, looks like it's in a couple days. She's an SUU legend. She was part of our March Madness women's team, and so was she. It is unlocked. Sweet. So I'm gonna show you guys our banners. So like women's basketball, that's our March Madness tournament appearance from 2023, right there. Then our women's basketball WAC champions in that same year, 22-23. And women's basketball Big Sky champions, 2013 and 14. Here's our jersey retirements for women's basketball, Larson. And then on the other side, this is men's basketball Big Sky champions. That was my first year of school in 2020-2021. Then men's basketball champions in 2000-2001. That was our only year we ever made March Madness. That same year, 2001 men's basketball March Madness, we were a 14th seed. We played 3-seed Boston College and lost by like 3 points or something like that. And men's basketball jersey retirement Marshall, number 11. So number 11 can never be worn again. And then for women's, number 00 can never be worn again. Yeah, this is the basketball court here. And a month from today actually is when we're gonna be in the Big Sky conference. So there's gonna be Big Sky logo on the court instead of the WAC. So I've been on the court before. Like again, this is where all of our gymnastics meets are. This is where our men's, women's basketball games are. This is where volleyball games are as well. And then that's the boom box. Well, I think that's the boom box where they play like music and stuff. Yeah, it's a nice arena. I'll show you guys like the center part of it too. I just had to show you guys our banners. Had to. So we're on the hallway of the AFEC. I want to show you guys like center court, like what it looks like on campus or in the AFEC. I think we need to go a little bit further for center court, I believe. There's the outside business building. This is where they have like SU TV, like this is where they film stuff, I believe, right there. I've been on that once for a game show. Is this center court? No, not yet, excuse me. This is the University Journal, so this is where like we get all of our news and stuff like that, sports news, journal, stuff like that. Is it right in there? This is our social media lab, so this is like wherever I believe all of our social media accounts are run on for SUU, or most of them, I think, are in there, maybe. This is our concessions. So like, this is where we get like all of our snacks and stuff for game days and stuff like that, like popcorn, hamburgers, hot dogs, drinks, all that good stuff. I'll show you guys center court. So here's center court. Center court right here. This is where the student section's at. So sections A, N, I believe M and B are supposed to be our student sections as well for basketball games. For gymnastics and volleyball, our student section is these two sections, I believe, for all that. That's our court. In a month, it's gonna say Big Sky. I'll be back here in a month to show the court where it says Big Sky Conference, because it fits a lot better than the WAC. But yeah, that is the America First Event Center. And this is where I also graduated a month ago. In here as well. T-Bird Nation, let's go. Cool signs. But yeah, I'm showing you guys everything. They have restrooms. This is where you have like art, I believe, art classes in here. Or somewhere in this hallway you have art classes. Stuff like that. Another cool sign, home of the Thunderbirds. But yeah, Some really cool photos of real teams in the past and players. Pretty cool. These are our entrances for games where you like check in, make sure you don't have anything that's not supposed to be there. And then these are all of our like trophies on campus. Pretty cool here. This is our old school stuff, 67 to 88 trophies. We used to have a baseball team, but we don't anymore. We have just a softball team now. 93 to 96. Yeah, these are each decade of when we were in these conferences and what we won in these conferences in our history, which is pretty cool. Mid-Continent Conference. That's the conference that we made March Madness in. The Summit League, 07 to 12. These are all of our Summit League championships. Cool trophies over here as well. Here's our Big Sky championships here. So our football, when we won it in 2015, just over a decade ago. We're gonna be back in this conference in a month. Big Sky Conference, men's cross country, 2015. Big Sky Conference, women's basketball, regular season champs, 14. Big Sky Conference, softball champions, 2014. Yeah, where's our, we also won it in 2017 too. I think it was a shared football. These are all of our donors. Yeah, it's cool how they paint the walls school colors as well. And then, I don't think I showed you guys these either. Softball championship, men's cross country championship, women's cross country. We were very successful in the Mid-Continent Conference. Very successful in that conference. And yeah, those are like all or most of our trophies that we have on campus. Hopefully we get more entering the Big Sky. These are Hall of Fame, I think, student athletes in the Hall of Fame, SUU Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame inductees. Pretty cool. And yeah, that is the America First Event Center. Oh yeah, let me show you guys this. The paintings on the walls, we are called the University of the Parks, SUU, because we're surrounded by so many beautiful scenery and national parks. So that's why we are called that. So now I'm going to show you guys like our football stadium and, excuse me, basketball. All right, here we go. Outside of the AFEC here. America First Event Center. This is where T-Bird tickets are right here. So this is where you can like get tickets for like Utah summer games and football season tickets, basketball, whatever. I think you get it right here, just on the outside corner of the AFEC. So now we're gonna go down here, just finish off all the sports stuff real quick, and then we'll come back, Bristol Cone Hall, and all those statues we'll come back for after. But yeah, this is also a new crossway too. It came out like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So this is our soccer field right here on the right. We need a very upgraded soccer field though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in the football field or not. We'll have to see. But yeah, this is our soccer field here. And then over there, that's our new softball stadium over there. So how's it going?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, just doing a campus tour.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like showing, like, I have a YouTube channel. I'm showing all my viewers like what SUU campus is like. So
Well, that's cool.
yeah.
It's a beautiful campus.
Yeah, it is. Have a good one.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Yeah, this is our soccer field here. So it doesn't cost anything. You don't need to show your ID to watch soccer games on campus. You literally can just sit in the grass right here, watch a game, and then over there, that's our new softball stadium. This past spring was the first full season that we had this stadium here. I've been to one game. It's on my YouTube channel, actually, if you guys want to get a better view of it. Our old softball stadium was over here. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I have no idea what they're going to do with this old softball stadium. But our new one is so much better than our old one, I feel like. And then, yeah, so parking lots. So this side of the parking lot here, the half side, that's all not free parking. So, but the other half of it, the far end half of it, is free parking. So this is not a bad parking spot on campus as well, because it's still close to campus. I had a lot of classes in the Bristol Cone Hall building and the AFEC, so it just worked out well to park over here for me, and it was free. But yeah, I mean, of course you can park anywhere from 4 p.m. until 8 a.m. You can park anywhere, but 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. this side of the parking lot's closed. But this parking lot's open 24/7, this side of it. So again, there's our soccer field. And then, like I said, I'm not sure what they're doing with the old softball stadium. It looks like they're doing something though, because it looks like they've been digging around. There's dirt. But yeah, this parking lot, it's all free parking during the school year and everywhere, this parking lot. So that's also a parking lot you guys can park at if you don't want to pay for a parking pass or you don't want to walk. So yeah, this is the old softball stadium. But like I said, I'm not sure what they're doing with it. I don't know if I'm gonna, oh yes, I think I can actually get into the football stadium. The gate's open, well, yeah, the gate's open. So I'm gonna show you guys Eccles Coliseum, SUU football stadium. It's not the biggest stadium in the world, of course. It's not like Rice Eccles Stadium, or it's not like at BYU Stadium. It's not like that, but it's still a decent sized stadium. It's a little bigger than a high school stadium. So I'm gonna show you guys Eccles Coliseum. This is also the tailgate parking lot. So like this is where we have like our football tailgates as well in this free parking lot. So homecoming, like all of our football tailgates are at this parking lot here. So if you're wondering, yeah, we're gonna go around the whole stadium. The whole stadium. And we're gonna go even past the stadium across the street, because I want to show you guys the practice field as well, and our what's it called, student athlete like building where they like go like work out in their own gym. I've actually never been in there. But yeah, we'll start on this side of Eccles Coliseum. So our student section used to be over there on the lower end bleachers. That used to be our student section, but we switched it over the last couple years. So now our student section for football games now is on this side. I actually like it better on this side than I did on that side, because it makes our stadium look more packed than it used to be, because this side used to be empty all the time and for visitors to come. But both sides are packed now. There's our track as well. This is where a track and field team also run around campus. But yeah, this is where our student section's at. You can see a sign right there. It says Thunder Crew. And this whole section right here is for students. It's the student section. I like our stadium because it all connects. So like this is all connected. You can even stand and watch all around the railings here and sit down over there. Like it's all connected. That's why it's better than Utah Tech Stadium and Weber State Stadium, because it's connected. So yeah, like our old softball stadium was literally right behind the football stadium, literally right behind it. I guess they have some chairs there too. I didn't know they had chairs there on the outside. But yeah, here's small bleachers. You can even sit here and watch the game if you want to. But yeah, the stadium capacity for Eccles Coliseum, I believe, is 8,500. 8,500, but I think it can fit more than that. I think I looked and it said at the most it can fit like 10,000 people, like standing room only and stuff like that, I think. But yeah, this whole section here is the student section for football games. This whole section is the student section, and it gets surprisingly packed, believe it or not. At least for the first couple, like for our first home football game of the season, it's pretty packed. And then our homecoming game as well is usually pretty packed. And maybe our senior night. But besides those 3 games, it's like average packed. Unless we're really good, then it will be packed every week. That's our big billboard. That's been an upgrade for over the last few years, I believe. But yeah, this whole side is the student section for football games. Like across over there used to be the student section, but now they moved it over here, but it's still packed over there too. So both sides are packed at football games. This parking lot is the main football parking lot. I can't remember if it's free parking or not. I think it is free parking. I think it is, since it's more on the far end of campus. This is the west side of campus that we're on right now. The west side of campus. Look, that's cool because it shows all of our conference championships that we've ever won. 1993, 2010, 2015, and 2017 are our conference championships. 2015 and 17 we were in the Big Sky Conference. And then these are all of our playoff appearances in the FCS. So 2013, 2015, and 2017. I know 2017 we lost at home to Weber State in the playoffs. And then I think every year we've lost our first FCS playoff game, I think. I don't think we've ever advanced besides having a bye, I believe. But yeah, I mean, this stadium can easily have a bigger capacity too. Like people can literally, if they want, they can sit on the grass here and also watch the football game as well. It's like it can really have more seating if people just sit on the grassy area over here. You can have a bigger seating as well. But yeah, and soon it's not going to have that United Athletic Conference logo there. It's going to have the Big Sky Conference. So I'm going to be back on July 1st in exactly a month to record the football stadium. So that's a nice just view of campus from far away. Sounds like a drone, but that can't be a drone. But yeah, I'm gonna go on the other side now of Eccles Coliseum. This is gonna be a long video, but I actually like longer videos better. I'm showing you guys like literally every detail of campus, just about. Every detail of campus. And like during football games over the last couple years, they've added seating right here too. So over here, they'll like put seats on top of these barrels or whatever. They'll put seats on top of those and combine it. So there'll be even more seating there. So this is where the Utah Summer Games opening ceremony is gonna be. This upcoming Friday, June 5th, I have my spot. All reserved. And I didn't even notice this, but it almost looks like it says it's spelled out SUU. Like that's a U, that's a U. Like it's almost spelled out SUU on the bleachers over there. But I don't think it is. But Yep. I think it would be kind of cool actually to get a photo next to that sign that says Southern Utah. I think that would be cool. I've never gotten a photo there. I've been on the field a few times. Maybe I can get on the field for you guys. There was, I think, a football player or someone like working out or doing stretches down here. But I don't think he's down here now. If he was, I'd ask him if he could get a photo of me. And that's the entrance where you come in. That's the main entrance where the tailgate's at. They'll open the gates, let students in over here after they check you in with your ID card. So yeah, these are extended seats right here that they'll have for football games. So that's kind of a small section right there. I'm glad they added that though, because it's more seating capacity. This stadium definitely fits more than 8,500. Definitely more. When you consider you can stand, like standing room right here alongside the gates, and you can even have seats down and watch. Like it easily, I think, has more than 8,500 capacity of seats. This is our athletic academic center right here. I've been in here a couple times when I helped out with events, with my event planning class that I took from the school president, Mindy Benson, a couple years ago. That was super fun. And this is where they light the torch, I think, for Utah Summer Games. Is right there. Yep, it says Utah Summer Games right there. That's where they'll light the torch on Friday night. You'll see it on my YouTube. It's another SUU game day trailer, tailgating trailer, whatever you want to call it. On the other side, that's where the practice field's going to be at, but we'll eventually get there. Again, on this side, it's standing room, so you can stand right here and even watch the game, or set up a chair and watch the game. But it's probably one of the worst views in the stadium, but still, you can still watch it. And then all these are seats right here. So that's also pretty cool. Here's a Thunderbird statue of the SUU Thunderbirds. That's pretty cool. What does it say on here? I don't think I've ever recorded this. You can pause the video if you want to read that better. You can pause it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I know I say pretty cool a lot, but it really is. Those are the night lights for it. Again, another sign to read. Yeah, this is, you can see they're starting to get ready for the Utah Summer Games. They're starting to set up stuff. So it's a good thing I already came. These are bathrooms if you need to go to the bathroom during the game or whatever. And this is the home side of the stadium. Home side of the stadium here. Again, there's our conference championships. I'm gonna be sitting, I think, up here for the Utah Summer Games. I requested my spot pretty high because I've never really sat up there before. I've always sat down here when they used to be the student section. So you can see how big our student section is. It goes all the way over there. That's all for the students. But this whole lower floor, like I said, used to be the student section, but it's not anymore. I guess those are player retirement jerseys right there. 27, 9, and 60. So it's pretty cool. Again, I think that's a stage that they're working on for the Utah Summer Games. But yeah, this is the last time that I'm gonna see the football field that doesn't say Big Sky Conference right there. Let's get that U out of there and let's replace it with the Big Sky Conference logo. Cool outside trash bins. Like literally, that's our gaming booths in there, speaker booths. Never been in there. But yeah, the stadium goes all the way down here. All the way. That's like our practice field over there. I'll show you guys that next. I think I might get on the field though and just stand on the logo. I think I might do that, but we'll see. try to get a nice video clip for you guys. But yeah, that is Eccles Coliseum. Eccles Coliseum. Our student section is called the Thunder Crew. That's what our student section is called. I don't know if I can get on the field though. I think I can. I mean, if they say anything, I'll just say it's for a campus tour video. Yeah, the beautiful view with the mountains too. Beautiful view with the mountains. And a beautiful view of the stadium. Hopefully in the next few years they're going to expand Eccles Coliseum, like do a renovation or something, make it a little bit bigger where there's even more seating capacity. Because I feel like they can redo this bottom part right here. I feel like they can redo that and redo the other side as well. I feel like they can redo the parking. Redo the stadium. Is that a cop? I can't tell. That car coming this way? No, it's not. Yeah, let's just get on the field just for the heck of it. Going down the stairs, and I'm just gonna show you guys what it's like standing on a college football field. And I can show you guys the stadium from what the field view of it looks like. Yeah, this is our track and field. This is our track and field track. And this is the stadium. This is the football field right here. So literally what it looks like all those football videos I've made of college football 26 video games, like stadium I create. This is literally it. This is literally it. Here's the main logo here. Man, it's literally center field. And this is what the stadium looks like in gameplay. That's what it looks like. It's literally what it looks like, dude. Wow. That's gonna be big sky on there. I'll be back on this field in a month to do like a big sky reveal video. But yeah, Eccles Coliseum. This is it. It's an underrated stadium. They can easily do a renovation, like make this half a little bit bigger. But the thing is, I don't know how they can do that on this side. Like they're gonna have to redo, if they're gonna redo the bottom part, they might as well redo like the whole side of this. But definitely this side can be bigger, just like Utah Tech Stadium. But it is cool the way it is. It's unique, you know. So just had to show you guys the whole stadium experience. So that is Eccles Coliseum. Now we're going to cross the road, and well, I don't think I really need to see. There's another game day trailer there. I don't think I need to cross the road. There's really nothing special about the practice field. So again, the stadium, the end zones say Southern Utah over there, and then Thunderbirds over here. But yeah, over here, this is, I'm not gonna go inside here. I'll just show you guys from this angle. Yeah, I think that's where the student athletes go and like practice, like gymnastics. I think they go in there, and other teams go in there and use that. Like I think the football team sometimes does. Yeah, that's the practice field. This whole field over here, that's the football practice field, I believe. That's where they go and practice. I'm not sure if that parking lot's free or not. Oh, I think it is, because it says open parking. So you can park there too if you want. But yeah, that is the football stadium. So now I'm just gonna head back now to more on campus and continue to film. I actually don't think I'm going to film inside of all the rest of the buildings. So like, I'm not going to record inside of Bristlecone Hall. I've already recorded inside of there on my last tour. It's literally the same. I'll just record. I think I'm just going to walk down the rest of campus, like by the bell tower and the upper quad, show you guys that and a few statues, and that will be about it. So hope you guys have enjoyed this campus tour at SUU. Okay guys, I just came back from the football field, and now this is a new sign that we've had on campus. This wasn't here last time on my other campus tour, but a big SUU red sign. Southern Utah University campus. Yeah, this sign was not here. It's just right in front of the AFAC, the America First Event Center, right on the side of it. So that sign was not here last time I did a campus tour, so that's also something new, along with the new softball stadium over there. But yeah, so that's not Eccles Coliseum. That is Bristlecone Hall right there. I'm not gonna go in there. I'm just gonna throw in an older clip from my last campus tour and put it in here because my phone is getting low. It's under 20% now. I don't have my charger with me. So I'm just gonna throw that in when I edit the video. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys these statues here. Oh yeah, I need to show you guys old Sorrow statue. That's my favorite statue on campus. It's behind me a little ways by the SUU sign. We'll do that. We'll throw that in there after the Bristlecone Hall footage from last time. But let me just show you guys these statues here. I think I showed you guys these last time too, but I'll show it again. Thomas Jefferson, Jeremiah D. Seal, John Stuart Mill, Galileo, Albert Einstein right there, and then what does that say? Isaac Newton right there, and then William Shakespeare right here, Mary Crewe right here. So wow. Leonardo da Vinci right there. I think I've showed you guys all the, maybe not these ones. Aristotle, I don't know if I pronounced his name right. Socrates and Plato right there. Those are all the statues in here. Passion for freedom, fire of genius, spirit of discovery, exaltation of reason. I guess they all have a meaning. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the other statue real quick, just past the SUU sign over here. Here we go, guys. Here's the old Sorrow statue, I believe. This is the statue of how SUU was founded. So you know that film Back Up the Mountain? If you haven't seen the film Back Up the Mountain, just go on YouTube, type in SUU Back Up the Mountain. It's like a half-hour film, 28 minutes. Yeah, this is the founding of Southern Utah University in 1897 and 1898. So that's pretty cool. This is also where they actually do True T-Bird. So fun fact, they stand like right in front of there or right in front of there and they kiss. That's what they do for homecoming week. But yeah, this is my favorite statue on campus, if I had to pick a favorite statue on campus. So pretty cool. Okay guys, Now I'm gonna throw in the footage of Bristol Cone Hall from the last tour I did, because the building hasn't changed ever since then. It's literally the same, so I'm gonna throw it in there right now. Bristol Cone Hall building. Here we go. Here's the tour. It smells brand new, dude. This is really cool. Wow. This might be my favorite building on campus. It's definitely up there for sure. And there is an upstairs. Should I go up there too and film? I think I'm gonna go upstairs, see if it can record. My phone's at 1% right now, unfortunately. But how's it going?
I'm good.
Good. Just checking out the new building.
Have fun.
Yeah. So these stairs are similar to the science building, kind of. There's 3 stories. Can we go on the roof? Wow. So this is the 3rd floor. I think this is the highest floor you can go on. Wonder if I'll have any classes in here in the future. Probably. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite buildings on campus, for sure. Yeah, I'm one of the first people to walk in this building. Pretty cool. Because most people are gone for the summer now. All right. This is probably all I'm going to record of the building. I mean, I recorded most of it, a good chunk of it. So yeah, this is the new building on campus. Hope you guys enjoyed, because I did. I guess we can go out this way. Oh yeah, hold on real quick. This is a great view of the sporting fields outside, so. I think I know that girl, but yeah, that's the soccer field right there. It's kind of blurry with the windows. Yeah, it's a soccer field. That big stadium's the football field. You can't really see it. That's the parking lot of the football field. Over here are windows, so I just hope she doesn't see me. That's the outside of the AFAC. Better view of the soccer field. And yeah. So yeah, there's that. Now this is outside of the new building on a different direction. That's the AFAC straight ahead. This is cool. I like this part of campus. Pretty cool. I'm assuming by the time the fall semester starts, all this dirt will be gone to either concrete or grass or something. That's what I'm assuming. But now let's try to go film the football stadium and sports stadiums if I can. I can't remember if this was here last time, but it might have been dirt last time when I was doing this tour. But here's the grass in front of it. I don't know if that was here. But fun fact, right when I came to SUU, this building wasn't even here. It was all grass. So, and then in here, this is the multi-purpose room in here. This is usually like swing dancing would be at during the school year, I believe, in this building or on the other side of it. So if you like swing dancing, this is the building where you go in and do that as well, in the gym in here. But yeah, just over here is where they'll have swing dancing. I've been a few times to swing dancing. It's literally, let's see, it's literally, yeah, multi-purpose center. This is where they'll have swing dancing usually on campus. Right in those doors right there. But they have classes in there too. Yeah, and this parking lot, you guys, is not free. So on campus parking, you'll have to pay or use a parking pass to park in here unless it's anytime after 4 p.m. The parking lot right next to the library. Then if you're lost, you guys, here is a campus map if you're lost on where you are. So that, I believe, is where we are right there, the library with the logo. So if you're lost on campus, you can just find this map right next to the library and see where you need to go as well. There's also another side of it too. But yeah, and then this rock here, they call it Gunther the rock right here. They'll paint it different colors during fun events. It's usually red, but I don't know why it's not red today, but they haven't updated that in a month and a half. So yeah, that's Gunther the rock. And then Nice area of trees here. I like the hammock over here. This is one of my favorite hammocks. It's not my favorite hammocking spot, but it's one of my favorite hammocking spots on campus. I guess I can show you guys the on-campus apartments so you guys know. That's also part of campus as well over here. This building here is actually the old music building. It's the old music building. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it now since the new one is up and going. But I bet they'll still use it. But they can easily turn this building into something else though. But yeah, I want to show you guys the on-campus apartments just over here, straight ahead. Those are part of the on-campus apartments. This is mainly for freshmen. So like over here, that used to be where the Hope Pantry was over there. But now, on-campus apartment there, and an on-campus apartment over there as well. I've been in a few on-campus apartments, but there's some up there too. I can record when we get up there, but they're mainly for freshmen. I've been there a few times hanging out with friends and stuff on the on-campus apartments. But yeah, I've never stayed in them. I've always lived off campus at the university lofts and currently in a house right now. So, and I still have 1 semester left of SUU. Like technically I'm graduated, but I still have 1 semester left to finish up my bachelor's degree. So I'll still be here in the fall if you guys want to see me and hang out or whatever. Yeah, these stairs now. These stairs are my least favorite part of campus. It takes the breath out of you because the high elevation and everything. Yeah, it's still the old music building over there. These stairs though are actually quite a workout. So man, okay, I'll show you guys over here. I think you can see the other campus buildings over here as well. This is still the old music building to my right. I think I went in there my last campus tour as well. I think I went inside the old music building. Yeah, this area is pretty new. I think they built it in 2019, I think. Here's another statue. Yeah, this is a newer area. It's only been here for like 7 or 8 years or something like that. Yeah, here's another statue. Benches. Quiet little area. Yeah, and this on-campus parking lot, I don't think it's free as well between the on-campus apartments. But yeah, here's the other on-campus apartment here. So that used to be where the Hope Pantry used to be. Now it's inside the student center. And I already kind of guys showed you where the new Hope Pantry is at when I was in there. Down that hallway just past Thunder 91 radio. Yeah, I'll just keep the camera rolling. This is the whole upper quad part of campus. This is the east side of campus, I believe, that we're on. The football stadium and all that was the west side of campus. I don't think I've ever been in this building either, South Hall. My phone's at 10% now, so I need to kind of hurry and wrap this up, get everything else I need to get. There's the science building over there behind the trees. So I'll add in the older clip from a few years ago. It's literally the same thing. This is the testing center here, so like if you need to test, important test, you can take tests in there. And also the writing center is also in here as well. It's just inside the Learning Center building, right here. It's like center part of campus. That's the upper quad. I'll show that a little later. But here's the bell tower here. Looks like those people are on a tour as well. A guide tour. And is this Old Main? I think the next building might be Old Main. Yeah, the next building is Old Main. Yeah, this is the bell tower. You might have heard earlier the tower going off a few minutes ago. Yeah, you can only stand under it on your first day when you thunder you when you walk under the bell tower, and then when you graduate. Carter. Yeah, that is the bell tower. And then this new T-Bird sign was not here at my last tour. This is also new. It came out the same time as the other SUU sign by the America First Event Center. This is now where you take your photos now on first day of school photos, right here in front of this sign. At least it was like that last year. So this is it. This is the T-Bird sign here. I love it. It's a nice area right in front of the bell tower. Right center with the bell tower here. The new T-Bird sign that was established last year. And this is the upper quad here. I guess I can show you guys my favorite place to hammock on campus is on the upper quad inside these trees here. It's my favorite place to hammock on campus. So I'll show you guys real quick where I like to hammock. Hopefully there's not going to be anyone over here. That'd be kind of awkward filming them. Yeah, upper quad, you can also, just like the PE building, grassy area. But yeah, hammocking over there. It's like my favorite place to hammock on campus. And then over here is the old, I think, Shakespeare Festival building. They have it blocked off right now because they're redoing like the pipes or something inside it. I used to work over here recently, but now I don't. I used to work on this side of campus, but now I don't. I just work at the PE building now. So, and yeah, and then science building is just behind these trees over here. So I'll put the old science building video in with this because it hasn't changed, just like Bristlecone Hall. Yeah, is this Old Main? I think this is Old Main here. This is the first building that was ever built on campus right here. This building, I mean, they've probably remodeled it and such a little bit since, but yeah, this is it. Like that statue that I showed you guys of the horse, like that was from this Old Main. But yeah, that's the Harry Potter building, as they call it, because it looks Harry Potter-ish. I think that is basically it. So, I mean, we have a waterfall too on campus. I guess I'll show you guys. It's on the other side, but I can't go on the other side because it's blocked off with the fencing there. Yeah, I think right now I'm gonna throw in the science building right now. Yep, guys, so this is the science building right here. This is where I had my astronomy class and lab, was this building last fall semester. Yeah, it's a pretty good building. I want to try to get on top of the roof and show a view for you guys. It's in one of my videos, but I think, yeah, this is I'm gonna try to go inside and see what I can do for y'all. Okay, so one cool thing about this science building is that they have these animals in here. Pretty cool. definitely one of the coolest buildings on campus, for sure. Alright guys, I made it. I made it to the top of the science building pretty much. This is the roof of the science building. Well, that's the roof, but like, you know what I mean. See, we're pretty high up. Some nice trees right there. Good view of campus. Upper quad. Yeah, this is the roof of the science building. The camera doesn't do justice, but we are way higher than what you think. We're pretty high up. But you even eat lunch up here. It's a nice area for sure. See a good, nice view. I can see why this is a lot of people's favorite building on campus, just because of this reason right here. But yeah, there's a good view. I mean, not a good view because that tree's in the way, but move a little over here. This is a good view of the upper quad right here. So this field right here, this is where a lot of people like to play like ultimate frisbee or like, you know, just chill. And you see those trees to the right? That's also a hot hammocking spot right there. So like a lot of people like to hammock right there, including me. So the two spots I basically like to hammock on campus is at the upper quad right there, or there's the library, like the trees to the left of the library down there. Those are my two favorite hammocking spots on campus. But yeah, it's a good view. You can see the football stadium way over there. That's the football stadium that I still need to get to. And then that building, that gray building right, where's my finger at? Yeah, right there, that's the student center right there, that brown building. And eventually the AFAC. So yeah, and then there's the new building straight ahead behind the library. I still need to get to that building too. So yeah, this is a nice view of campus. There's the student apartments right there, those white buildings. Those are on-campus apartments. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed at least the science building part of the video. Yeah guys, sorry, one more thing didn't film over here on top of the roof. See, these are the on-campus apartments, a better view of them. So on-campus housing, it's pretty empty right now. But yeah, there's the SUU sign. A lot of people play on that field too, so yeah, it's just a good overall view of campus. Yeah guys, these are the stairs to go up and down inside the science building. Pretty cool. I personally like these stairs better than the outside campus stairs. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage of the science building from last time. It's literally the same as it is now. I thought this was cool. So what? So America 250th anniversary. Every Friday at 2:50 p.m. now through July 4th, the tower will play a patriotic tune as part of SUU's 250 celebration of America. I'll have to record that at some point. 2:50 p.m. on Fridays. So maybe this Friday I'll go and try to record that. Just thought that was cool. But yeah, that's the testing center right there, like I showed you guys earlier. This building here, the Emma Eccles Jones the education building, that's where like you'll have all your classes with like family relations, like marriage and family and stuff like that. That's where you'll have those classes. I'm taking another class like that this fall semester, which I'm excited for. I love those type of classes. More stairs, another rock. That's the dinosaur building over there, center part of campus. But yeah, I'll wrap it up after the waterfall. We're almost at the waterfall. And yeah, this is the Emma Eccles Jones Education Building. If I have a clip of this, I'll put it in. But I don't know if I have one or not. I can't remember. So, this is and was the best ever SUU campus tour. I showed you guys everything. I was real with everything. And yeah, so now we are done. I mean, we do have a tennis court too on campus. It's on the other side, like across the street from the tailgate parking lot that I showed you guys. Yeah, this parking lot's not free like I showed you earlier. This is the parking lot I parked in, so I'm looping my way back around where we started. So, hope you guys enjoyed this campus tour. And if I can, I'll record the water fountain. The only water fountain we have on campus. Guys, we are back in my car right where we started with. Yeah, there's a lot of people playing volleyball. Just wanted to show that to you guys. I don't know, it might be for the Utah Summer Games or maybe a summer class or something. Yeah, people are on the volleyball courts by the PE building outside playing volleyball. It's good to see. Good to see people being active. This is the water fountain over here. This is the water fountain right here. This is in front of the, what's it called? This is the auditorium building, I think. It's AU. The only reason I know that is because I used to work here. But let me park here for a minute. I'm not gonna get out. But yeah, that's the water fountain right there. It's just literally across the street from the music building. You just cross the street and it's right here. That's the only water fountain we have on campus. It's beautiful though, it's nice. It's a nice water fountain. I feel like that's where true T-Bird should be, is right there, not down by the statue. But, oh well. So, and that's the auditorium building. That's where they also have a big theater in there as well. And that's like where dance rehearsals and stuff are in there as well, and like plays. Like I've been in the costume shop downstairs in this building where like they do plays and stuff for like the Shakespeare Festival is literally across the street right there. That's the Shakespeare Festival. It's not part of campus though, so I'm not going to record it, but I've already recorded the Shakespeare Festival as well and other videos. So now I'm just going to show you guys the tennis courts. I'm going to drive by the tennis courts and show you guys on campus, and then that's it. That's another SUU cool sign right there. It's on the back of it, but it's a Southern Utah University. If I can record it, I will on the front. Yeah, here's the other side of the sign, you guys. Southern Utah University. There it is. I could have walked by there, but yeah, I'll show you guys the courts now. I mean, I guess I can show you guys what it's like driving by campus too. I'll just show driving by campus. I know you can see my car, but you can still see campus. General classroom building, I used to work in there. There's the science building, you guys already saw it earlier. I'm not sure if this parking lot's free or not. I think it's not, but I'm not 100% sure. Now those are on-campus apartments straight ahead on the right. On-campus apartments there. Maybe we'll see some FSY people too. We might see some So this is Founders Hall. That's, I don't know what side that's on, but there's two Founders Halls, I think, or is there just one? These are off-campus apartments here. There's someone crossing the street. There's where I was at on that one side. But yeah, this is where FSY stays over the summer, are these apartments here, these on-campus apartments on my left. This is where FSY stays, but I don't, oh, that's a counselor, I think, right there. FSY counselor, there was some FSY kids there. Cedar Hall North, yeah, those are the two on-campus apartments that you guys need to know about. But yeah, the tennis courts are still down here, but this is Bristol Cone Hall building on my right here, driving by it. And then here's where the tailgate parking lot is coming up, and all the sporty stuff. And this is where the tennis courts are on campus. This part's on campus as well on the left here. These are the tennis courts that I'm turning left on. Here are the tennis courts on campus, across the street from the football stadium. Tennis courts on the west, south side of campus. Tennis courts there. So those are the tennis courts. And those are off-campus apartments. Now I'm going to turn around. Those are on off-campus apartments too, but those are newer. Now I'm going to turn around. That was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the best campus in the world, Southern Utah University.